We all have a desire to do something special, something that changes our life and shows us new paths to success. We want to work hard and diligently in whatever we do so that we can reach our destination, but sometimes this path is difficult and challenging and we feel that we have lost. At such a time, a book can show us that no matter how hard we work, if our thinking is right, any goal can be achieved. The Go-Getter is one such book that teaches us that if our thinking and hard work are in the right direction, we can reach our destination. This book is written by Kyne, and it is the story of a person who does not give up despite the difficulties and challenges in his life and achieves success on the strength of his hard work. The message of the Go-Getter is very clear: the person who never gives up wins in the end. This story teaches us that all the difficulties coming in the way of success are overcome. This can be overcome provided our thinking is positive and we work with full dedication. Kyne, the author of this inspirational story, has tried to explain to us through the Go-Getter that success does not depend only on luck, but it is based on the hard work, determination, and mindset of the person who tries wholeheartedly to achieve his goal. Through this book, he has proved that if any person thinks and works like a go-getter, then he will definitely get success. The purpose of this summary book is to explain to the readers how the go-getter mindset can be adopted and how it can be applied in their real life. This book teaches us that success does not depend only on external resources or good conditions, but it is based on our thinking and our determination. Through this book, you will learn how you can face your challenges, make your dreams come true, and finally change your life. Our life has never been straight. It is not easy, but if we see every difficulty coming in our way as an opportunity and overcome it with our hard work, confidence, and determination, then we can overcome any difficulty. This is what this book, The Go-Getter, teaches us. Through this summary book, we will inspire you to recognize the go-getter mindset within you and bring it into your life. Those who want to become great in their lives must understand that nothing happens just by thinking, but success is achieved only by working and working hard in the right direction. In this book, we will tell you how you can reach the heights of success in your life if you never give up and always trust your hard work and faith. Let us start this inspirational journey together and learn how we too can think like a go-getter and change our lives. Chapter 1: The Go-Getter Mindset. Whenever we think of a successful person, a picture emerges in our mind. That person who is great with is a person who is completely committed to the goal, who overcomes difficulties and who never gives up. We usually call such a person a go-getter, but what is the real meaning of a go-getter mentality? Can you also become a go-getter? Let us know. A go-getter is a person who is completely dedicated to achieving his goal. He never gives up under any circumstances and always keeps moving towards his goal. A go-getter does not just dream but takes every possible step to fulfill them. He believes that hard work and the right mindset are necessary to achieve any goal. There are some important qualities to become a go-getter, which make it different from other people. Some of these main qualities are as follows. Determination. A go-getter person has determination, that is, he does not deviate from his goal under any circumstances. He knows that there will be difficulties on the way, but he never gives up. His mentality is that if he has decided, then he will go to his goal. Will definitely reach the goal no matter what the situation is. Initial initiative. A go-getter does not wait for the opportunity to come to him. He creates opportunities himself. He takes initiative to turn his ideas and plans into reality without any external motivation. He starts his work from himself. Consistency and patience. Persistence. No work is done by trying only once. A go-getter is one who does not stop despite repeated failures. He knows that time and hard work are required to achieve success. Instead of getting disappointed by failures, he learns from them and tries in a better way next time. Resourcefulness. A go-getter makes correct and effective use of all the resources he has. If he lacks something, he finds a new way for it. His thinking is not limited. He always looks for new and effective ways. Our mindset, our thinking, is the most important basis of our actions. If our mindset is positive and solution-oriented, then we are ready to face any problem. On the other hand, if we think of giving up instead of accepting any challenge as a challenge, then we can never move toward success. Go-getter mindset teaches that success does not depend only on external circumstances, but it is based on our inner thinking. If our mindset is right, then we can achieve our goal in any situation. Go-getter mindset makes us understand that we are the creators of our life. If we work with the right mindset and determination, then it becomes easy to overcome any difficulty. In today's era when competition has increased a lot, not only hard work but also the right mindset is important. It is the mindset that determines how successful you are in any work. How successful can you be? People with a positive mindset look at their challenges as opportunities and are ready to take full advantage of that opportunity. Similarly, a person with a go-getter mindset not only achieves success in his personal life but also touches heights in his professional life. He tries to do every task with excellence and works to his full potential. Thus, to become a go-getter, we need to improve our mindset. If we are fully committed to our goal, no challenge can come in our way. This is the real essence of the go-getter mindset, which motivates us at every step and leads us towards success. Chapter 2: The story of Bill. The protagonist Bill was an ordinary man, but there was something special in him. He never gave up. Before starting any work, he never thought whether he would be able to do it, or rather he always thought that he had to complete it. Bill's life was not that easy. Bill lived in a small town and belonged to a very simple family, but he wanted to achieve something big with his hard work and dedication. Bill had a dream. He always wanted to get a challenge which he could complete with all his might. Although initially he did not find himself ready for this challenge, but his confidence and his mindset lead him to success. In the book, Bill is given such a difficult challenge which completely challenges him. He is assigned a very important and difficult task which he had never done before in his life. The task was so difficult that any normal person would need a lot of time and hard work to complete it. But Bill is given a condition to complete this task. He is not allowed to give up under any circumstances until he successfully completes this task. This task was not just an opportunity for Bill but a lesson which he would remember throughout his life. The challenge of this task was so great that Bill had to prove that he will not let any difficulty come in the way of achieving his goal. This task becomes a turning point in Bill's life because from here he recognizes himself and awakens the go-getter mentality within him. First and most important lesson we get from Bill's story is how commitment and positive thinking play an important role in completing any task. When Bill is assigned this difficult task, his first reaction was that he can run away from it or consider it impossible, but his mindset was that he will try to do it by putting all his strength, and that is what he did. Bill showed that when we are fully committed to any task, we try to use all the resources we have in the right way. He did not have all the things in the beginning, but he used whatever resources he got effectively. Along with this, his positive thinking also proves to be important. When Bill feels that the work is difficult, even then he himself is determined to do it. Motivates Bill in a positive way. He never thought that he cannot do it. He knew that the more hard work he does, the more success he will get. His determination and positive attitude lead him to success in that difficult task. Bill's story teaches us that success does not depend only on how many resources we have, but it depends on what kind of mindset we have. When we are fully committed to do any work and we believe in ourselves, then no task is impossible. Bill's story is a proof that if someone has the right mindset, then he can complete any task successfully, no matter how difficult it is. From this chapter we understand that if we turn our thinking in the right direction, then no challenge can stand in our way. Chapter 3: Overcoming obstacles. When Bill was assigned that difficult task, he understood that it would not be an easy task in the beginning. He faced many problems like lack of time, lack of resources, and external pressure. His situation was such that if he stopped due to these problems, he would never be able to achieve success. As an example, Bill faced failure many times during his planning. Many times he lost his way and he did not have any clear guidance. He started feeling discouraged because he was facing some problems whose solution he could not understand in advance. Apart from this, many times the people from whom he asked for help also doubted his commitment towards the work. But all these challenges, instead of lowering Bill's morale, inspired him to overcome those obstacles with his creativity and confidence. This time was difficult for Bill, but he took these problems as an opportunity. He understood that if he wanted to reach his goal, he would have to find a solution to them in a creative way instead of just accepting the difficulty. When he faced lack of time, he changed his plan. He planned to prioritize the tasks. Created new ways to make the right use of time when faced with a lack of resources. He consulted people around him and kept his thinking flexible instead of getting upset. He found a way to use those less resources in the right way. This creativity shows him a new way to move towards his goal. The most important lesson that Bill learned was that failures are only temporary, and if looked at correctly, they can become steps towards success. Every time Bill faced a failure, he took it as a step forward. For example, when his plan failed for the first time, he learned from this failure that he had to plan more and understand every step well in advance. Then he made small changes in the plan, made his thinking more precise, and got success in the next attempt. When people motivated him for challenging work, he never got disappointed. Rather, he re-inspired himself in a better way. It was a proof of his patience and theoretical thinking that he saw every failure as a lesson. Bill proved that the most important element of success is perseverance. He never gave up, no matter what the circumstances were. He knew that as long as he kept working continuously, every challenge could be overcome. With this perseverance and hard work, he turned every failure into a new direction. When his attempts failed, he would ask himself, what can I do now? This question motivated him more and made his effort stronger every time. Bill's story teaches us that failures and obstacles should be seen as opportunities. Creative thinking, continuous effort, and faith are our biggest weapons. Like a go-getter, we should look at our problems from every aspect and try to find a solution. This process takes us to our destination. Like Bill, when we face obstacles, we should not consider them as a hindrance in our path, but consider them as a part of our journey. Learn something new from them. Thus, we should consider every obstacle as a ladder and keep climbing it. Chapter 4: Action and Initiative. Many times in our life, we feel that to take a big decision, we need the permission of others, or we should wait for the right time. But Bill's story teaches us that true success is achieved by the person who takes immediate action in any situation without waiting for any external approval or permit. When Bill was assigned that difficult task, he never felt that he could start only after taking permission from someone. Bill understood that if he had to achieve his goal, he would first have to take permission from himself, and then he would have to start immediately without any fear or hesitation. He started working as soon as he could. This took him one step closer to success. When Bill has to achieve success in any work, he always takes the initiative first. He asks himself, what should I do in this situation, instead of waiting for permission from outside, expecting help from someone. As an example, Bill once had to attend an important meeting, but he felt that he was not fully prepared. However, instead of sitting and waiting, he actively prepared and tried to accomplish it in every way possible. He did everything on his own without any external permissions or ideas. This step of his not only made him successful in that meeting, but his initiative also prepared him for many opportunities. Bill's initiative made him an inspiration not only for himself but also for others in that situation. His example proves that people who take initiative and are proactive are not afraid of failures but open the door to new possibilities and opportunities for them. To become a go-getter, we need to understand that decisive action creates opportunities. When we start doing something, new things come our way and we get more opportunities. As we start something, we come across new ideas, people, and resources. Our initiative not only brings us success but also opens doors to new opportunities. Bill has proved that when we are proactive and take immediate action, we can easily find solutions to any problem. This ability to take decisions and enthusiasm to work leads us to new paths. When we think about doing something, we often feel afraid or we wait for someone else to inspire us, but the go-getter teaches us that success comes only to those who take the initiative. The person who starts something without any idea reaches the opportunities first. Like Bill, we should understand that before taking any step, it is not necessary to be fully prepared. Sometimes we just have to start. This not only gives us confidence but also makes us ready to face every challenge that comes our way. Bill always took the first step, and this was the main reason for his path to success. He proved that action and initiative not only lead to our destination but also expose us to new opportunities. So if you also want to be successful, always remember that to create opportunities, you have to take the first initiative. Start whatever work is in front of you immediately without any hesitation or fear, and see how it shows you new paths to success. Chapter 5: The Power of Persistence. The word persistence often seems to us as just struggling in difficult situations, but in reality it is a mindset that gives us the strength to overcome every difficulty. When we are fully dedicated to achieving a goal in life, then no matter how many difficulties come in front of us, we are ready to overcome them. Bill's story in The Go-Getter proves that perseverance is the power that leads any person to success, whether it is personal life or professional life. No big task can be completed without perseverance. In this chapter we will learn how Bill's perseverance helped him succeed in difficult times and how we can apply it in our lives. When Bill was assigned a challenging task, he faced difficulties at every step. In the beginning, he faced many problems like lack of time, lack of resources and self-doubt. But Bill's biggest strength was his perseverance. He knew that once he started a task, he would move forward at any cost to complete it. As an example, when Bill felt that he did not have the necessary resources for his plan, he still found new ways instead of giving up. He worked tirelessly and always thought that any problem can be solved. One just needs to keep trying no matter how many times he failed. He never gave up. His perseverance kept motivating him to succeed in that difficult task. We can see the biggest example of perseverance in both business and personal life. Perseverance is very important to succeed in business. When a new business is started, the first few months or years can be difficult. Many times the market conditions can be competitive or there can be an economic crisis. At such times, many people give up and close their business. But businessmen who have perseverance face these difficulties and make their plan successful by improving it again. Many successful companies face struggles at first, but their perseverance and ability to improve with time brings them success. Perseverance is important in personal life too. If we want to achieve any personal goal like success in education, fitness, or improving relationships, then for this also we have to struggle for a long time. Many times we get failures, but people who have perseverance learn from their mistakes and keep trying continuously. Just like when someone starts working out for their fitness, the results are not visible in the first few times, but the person who keeps working hard gradually sees improvement in his fitness. This perseverance leads that person to success. If we want to make perseverance a part of our life, then we should also adopt some strategies. Set a clear objective. The first step of perseverance is a clear objective. When we have a clear vision of our goal, we are more motivated to overcome struggles. Knowing our goal clearly gives us an understanding of what we have to achieve and why. Start with small steps. In the beginning, achieving a big goal may seem overwhelming. That is why start with small steps. This will give you enthusiasm and you will move forward slowly while achieving each success. Consider failures as an opportunity to learn. Instead of being afraid of failures, see them as an opportunity to learn. Every failure teaches us something new and it gives us a new direction to move forward. When you fail, understand that you are ready to take one more step forward. Maintain confidence. Keep the second step of perseverance. The aspect is confidence. If you believe in yourself, you can face difficult situations in a better way. Confidence gives you the strength to get up again and try again. Make continuous efforts. The real meaning of perseverance is constant effort. No matter what happens, you have to keep moving forward without stopping and without getting tired. Difficulties may come from time to time, but if you keep trying continuously, you will definitely get success. Perseverance means that you never give up. You keep moving on your path while facing challenges. Bill's story proves that if we have perseverance, no obstacle can remove us from our path. Even in difficult times when everything does not seem right, if we remain committed to our goal, we can eventually achieve success. So make perseverance a part of your life to achieve your success. When you keep trying continuously and keep learning from your mistakes, success will definitely be at your feet. Chapter 6: Building Self-Discipline and Reliance. When we are going through any difficult situation, often our mind takes us to different paths. We justify flattery, laziness, or fear in our mind, which slows down our pace. But in the story of the go-getter, Bill teaches us that despite difficulties, self-discipline and mental tolerance, the power of mental resistance, helps us achieve our goals. Bill faced failures many times, but he always moved forward on the strength of his self-discipline and tolerance. In this chapter, we will learn how Bill maintained discipline in difficult situations and with mental tolerance, not only crossed his difficulties but also came out stronger every time. In Bill's story, we get to see that the path to success does not depend only on external circumstances, but also on our mental state and self-discipline. Bill never compromised in doing his work. He knew that there is no shortcut to success, and if he keeps himself on the right path, then he will be successful. If a person wants to be successful, he must practice self-discipline. For example, Bill had to be fully engaged in his work every day. His circumstances were difficult, but he never gave himself excuses. Whenever he felt difficulty in doing something, he would say to himself, "I have to focus on this and do it no matter what." His self-discipline motivated him to work despite difficulties. Now the question is, how can we develop self-discipline and mental endurance in our lives? In this chapter, we will see some useful ways in which we can apply both these qualities in our lives. Develop healthy habits. Self-discipline begins with healthy habits. When we do something consistently, it becomes a habit, and discipline comes automatically in habits. For example, getting up early in the morning, prioritizing your tasks, or working at a particular time. Gradually make these habits a part of your daily routine. Know your goal clearly. When you have a clear and inspiring goal, it becomes a habit. Developing mental toughness makes it easier to achieve. It ensures that you are not affected by distractions like Bill. You have to motivate yourself every day by keeping your goal in mind. Adopt a positive mindset. Positive thinking is essential for mental toughness and self-discipline. It helps us understand that failures are only temporary and we need to learn from them. When we adopt a positive mindset, we start looking at our difficulties as challenges and not obstacles. Commitment to self. The biggest part of self-discipline is commitment to self. When we make a promise to ourselves, we must try our best to keep it. If we promise ourselves to wake up on time, focus on work, or eat healthy food, we have to be fully committed to it. Constant effort and patience. Self-discipline and mental endurance are built with constant effort and patience. We have to understand that change takes time. If you are trying to form a habit, it may be difficult in the first few times, but with constant effort, this habit will become a part of your life. Nowadays, facing distractions has become a common problem for all of us, whether it is social media, unnecessary thoughts, or insensitive people. All these distractions are a common problem for all of us. Distractions can distract us, but through self-discipline and endurance we can overcome these things and focus completely on our goal. Like Bill, we too must understand that it is very important to focus strongly and live each moment to the fullest. Manage your time. The first step to maintaining focus and discipline is time management. Make it a habit to complete your tasks within a fixed time frame every day. This will not only help you focus but also make the most of your time. Maintain a balance between work and rest. For self-discipline and endurance, it is also important that you maintain a balance between your work and rest. When we work for too long without a break, our mental endurance can be affected. So make sure that you maintain a balance between your work and rest. Keep a constant focus on the goal. As soon as you face distractions, remember your purpose and keep focusing on it. Maintain a mental balance. Sleep as a reset and tell yourself that this is just a temporary setback and you will be back on track soon. Like Bill, making self-discipline and mental resilience a part of your daily routine enables us to face any difficulty. When you are going through difficulties, these two qualities not only give you the strength to overcome them, but also motivate you to keep moving towards your goal. Self-discipline and mental resilience do not mean that there will be no problems in life. It means that when problems come, you do not consider them as obstacles in your path, but adopt a new way to overcome them. True success is achieved by those who consider every obstacle as an opportunity to move one step closer to success. From the chapter The Principles of Resourcefulness, when we face a problem, we have a common way to think about it, but sometimes the same old methods do not provide us with a solution. In such a situation, resourcefulness plays a vital role. Bill's story in Doug Gator proves that by using creativity and resourcefulness we can find solutions to any challenge, no matter how difficult the situation is. If we look at the problem from a different perspective and use the available resources properly, we can achieve success. In this chapter, we will learn how Bill solved problems using his resourcefulness and how we can apply it in our lives. When Bill was assigned a difficult task, initially he faced many obstacles. He had very limited resources and the situation was also challenging. But Bill never gave up and used whatever resources he had in a smart way. For example, when he had to complete an important project, he had neither time nor adequate resources. But he understood the situation and used everything available in that situation. He used his creativity and motivated his team to solve any problem. Do not look for solutions in the traditional way but in new and different ways. This resourceful approach of Bill led him to success. Many times we have to face problems but we try to solve them in the old and usual ways. This is the reason why sometimes we face the same problem again and again. But when we look at the problem from a new perspective, we find the solution somewhere. For example, suppose you want to launch a new business idea but you do not have a big enough budget. A common way can be that you postpone the business due to this reason. But if you look at it from a new perspective, perhaps you can grow your business by using low-cost advertising or social media platforms. Example 2. Suppose you have got limited time for an important task. The general thought may be that it is difficult to complete the task due to lack of time. But if you use resourcefulness, you can divide the task into smaller parts by managing your time properly, and by prioritizing a task, you can complete it quickly and correctly. When we think outside the box, we are able to find new creative ways that give us different and better results than the usual solution. It also makes us flexible and adaptable because we can adapt ourselves to any new situation. In Bill's story, we get to learn that if we work creatively and flexibly, we can find a solution to any problem. Bill has proved time and again that resourcefulness and flexibility can be the biggest strength in any difficult time. Example 3. Suppose that you need to spend a lot of money on a project but you don't have the budget. Usually people see this as a limitation, but if you look at this situation as an opportunity, then you can think how you can get good results at less cost. For example, you can complete the work by using low-cost material or by using new technology. Now the question is, how do we develop our resourcefulness? Here are some ways in which you can increase your creativity and resourcefulness. Increase your thinking ability. Expand your thinking. Think about the same problem in different ways. When you make a habit of thinking from different perspectives, you always get new solutions. Turn limitations into opportunities. Whenever you face a problem, look at it not as limitations but as opportunities. Consider any difficult situation as a new opportunity where you can learn new things by using your resources properly. Make a habit of continuous learning beyond your limited knowledge. Go out and try to learn new ideas, skills, and techniques. This will help you to increase your resourcefulness and find creative solutions. Adopt a problem-solving mindset. Do not look at problems negatively but as something to be solved. As soon as you encounter a problem, take it as an opportunity to find a solution. This will make your thinking proactive and you will be able to find solutions quickly. Resourcefulness is the power that gives us the ability to face any challenge that comes our way. When we think outside the box and remain flexible, we can find solutions in any situation. Like Bill, if we use our resources in the right way, we can not only solve problems but we can also ensure our success. Resourcefulness means that we can find solutions even in limited situations. If we change our thinking process to a creative way, we will find our way to success in any difficult time. Chapter 8. The role of leadership and inspiration. When we work in a team or group, when we are leaders, our role is not limited to personal success. The main objective of a good leader is to inspire and motivate others. In the story of the go-getter, Bill is a living example of how a person's leadership and motivation can inspire others to excel. Bill was not only excellent at his work, but he also inspired others through his actions and set an example of leadership. In this chapter, we will learn how Bill led and how we can also become a source of inspiration for others. When Bill was given a difficult task, he overcame all the difficulties that came his way, but the most important thing was that he inspired others too. Leadership was not just through words but through actions. He showed his team that with hard work, self-discipline, and dedication, any goal can be achieved. He understood the true meaning of leadership. Your leadership should be seen through your actions, not your words. Bill never said in words, do this or do that, but he himself went ahead and worked and showed others how success can be achieved even in difficult circumstances. His fearlessness, hard work, and spirit of constant effort under all circumstances made him an inspiring leader. When others saw him struggle, they felt that they too can face any problem and overcome it. Leadership does not mean only giving orders or instructions. Rather, it is how you do it yourself and how you inspire others. The most effective way of leadership is to lead by example. When you work hard yourself, make the right decisions and inspire others with your actions, you become a strong leader. Bill always showed others through his actions how to work like a goal-getter. He never left any work incomplete, no matter how difficult it was. This dedication of his made him an ideal leader. When people saw him, they felt that if Bill could do it, they can also do it. If you also want to become an inspirational leader, then you have to make yourself an ideal first. Here are some ways in which you can inspire others and motivate them to adopt your go-getter mindset. Start with self-motivation. When you are self-motivated and keep moving towards your goal, then people around you also feel your energy. Show through your actions that you are working hard to achieve whatever goal you have. This self-motivation inspires others as well. Adopt a positive attitude. The first thing to become a leader is that you have to have a positive attitude. If you remain positive despite difficulties and consider every challenge as an opportunity, people are inspired by you. When you look at problems from a positive perspective like Bill, both your confidence and the confidence of others are strengthened. Be helpful to others. Your success is not complete when you achieve it alone. A true leader is one who helps others and gives them an opportunity to grow with you. Work together with your colleagues, teach them and share your experiences. This will not only help you become a good leader, but others will also be inspired by your leadership. Do not be afraid to take risks. A good leader is one who is not afraid to take risks. When you have confidence in doing a task and are willing to take risks, you will be inspired by them. When you take up the challenge, others around you also adopt that courage. The true meaning of leadership is that you become a guide for others who show them how difficulties can be faced. Be a part of others' success too. When you help someone else succeed, you yourself become more motivated. An inspirational leader is one who makes others a part of his success and guides them in their journey. Leadership is not just the name of a post or position, it is a responsibility that we have to fulfill in the right way. When we motivate ourselves and lead by example, we not only achieve our goal but also inspire others to walk on that path with us. Like Bill, we too can become a leader who inspires others with his actions and encourages them to adopt a go-getter mindset in their lives. When you lead, it is not just your personal effort, but it is a message that shows others that any difficulty can be overcome. It can be achieved if you move in the right direction. Become an inspirational leader and show the world that with a go-getter mindset, we can achieve anything. Chapter 9 Takeaways from the Go-Getter. The story of the go-getter has taught us many important life lessons that not only inspire us to achieve personal success but also guide us to move our lives in a positive direction. Bill's story teaches us that to become a true go-getter, you have to keep trying and persevering no matter how difficult the road is. In this chapter, we will briefly understand the main lessons and inspirational advice from the go-getter, and also how you can apply this go-getter mindset in your life and maintain it for the long-term. Key lessons and inspirational thoughts. Constant effort and perseverance. The most important message from Bill's story is that if you try hard enough to achieve a goal, you can achieve it. So no obstacle can stop you. Difficulties will come, but success is achieved only by those who look at every difficulty as a challenge instead of giving up. To become a go-getter, you have to maintain your efforts continuously. Resourcefulness and creativity. Sometimes there is a shortage of resources in life, but a go-getter teaches that solutions can be found in every situation. Bill achieved success with his creativity and resourcefulness despite limited resources. This means that you should use whatever resources you have got in a smart and effective way. Leadership and motivation. Bill proved that a good leader is one who not only works himself but also inspires others. When you become a source of inspiration for others, you not only accomplish your goal but also achieve collective success with the help of others. To become a go-getter, you should adopt leadership qualities and become an inspiration for others. Positive thinking and attitude. Positive even in difficult situations. It's very important to keep a positive attitude. People like Bill who stay positive always find a way to move forward, despite the problems in life. When you think positively, you see every challenge as an opportunity, and this makes your journey easier. Practical advice to adopt a go-getter mindset in your life. Take action even if you feel scared. The first thing to become a go-getter is that you have to take your steps without any fear. Even if the circumstances are not favorable, you have to take the first step. Sometimes you have to take Decisions by keeping your fear aside, because action is necessary to move forward in any direction. Turn limitations into opportunities. Whenever you face an obstacle, take it as a challenge. You have to make your thinking flexible and understand that every difficulty can teach you something new if you use it correctly. It can show you another way to move forward. Have faith in yourself. It is very important to believe in yourself. When you believe in your abilities, no challenge can deter you. Your confidence will guide you in the right direction to solve problems. Maintain consistency and discipline. Achieve success. Consistency and discipline are very important to achieve success. You have to focus on your goals and review them from time to time to decide whether you are going in the right direction or not. This will help you to maintain dedication towards your goal. Inspire others. The go-getter mindset should not be limited to your own success. You have to inspire others too, so that they can also use their full potential. When you inspire others, you not only increase their confidence but also your own. Ways to maintain the go-getter mindset for a long time. Challenge yourself regularly. You have to keep yourself ready to face new challenges regularly. When you challenge yourself, your mindset and thinking improves. It will never let you deviate from your path. Set smart goals. Just setting big goals is not enough. You have to set small, smart goals. Achieving small goals will not only increase your success but will also increase your confidence. Review and improve. Review your progress regularly. Reflect on the work you have done and see where you need improvement. This will help you to improve your plans and goals. Introspect. To maintain a go-getter mindset in the long term, you need to take care of your physical and mental health. When you are healthy, your energy and motivation are always high. Helps you to move towards your goals without getting tired. The go-getters taught us that success is not only achieved by hard work and perseverance, but also by the strength of mindset. If we think positively and try to turn every challenge into an opportunity, we can achieve any goal. If we, like Bill, adopt our resourcefulness, leadership, and perseverance, we will not only be successful in our lives but can also become a source of inspiration for others. To be a go-getter means that we try to make ourselves better in every situation and take others along with us. This is the biggest lesson we can learn from the go-getters. Now, as we look at this, when we reach the end of the book, The Go-Getter, we can see that the book has taught us many important lessons to achieve success in life. This book emphasizes that not only hard work but also the right attitude and confidence is necessary to succeed. The main character in the story does not only struggle to achieve his goal, but he shows how to deal with any difficulty. He gets the opportunity to start with a small goal, but he completes it with his hard work, honesty, and faith. A big message of the book is that the man who completes his work in any condition is called the real go-getter. We should adopt a similar spirit in our life too. When we move forward in one direction with full hard work and determination, no obstacle can stop us. Now I have a small request to you. No matter which field you are in, no matter how far your destination is, remember that success is achieved only by those who never give up. There is a go-getter in all of us. We have the potential to become a go-getter. We just need to work in that direction. So friends, we learn this important lesson from the go-getter, that if our intention is strong and we remain faithful to our goal in any situation, then we can achieve whatever we want. Hope you liked this video. If you found this book and its teachings inspiring, please like and share this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Thanks, and remember, you too can become a go-getter.